Namaste. Bonjour, good morning, assalamu alaikum, hola, uh, Chintao, annyeonghaseyo. Uh, oh, my fault. Sorry. Hello, greetings. Greetings. Wait a minute. Get my phone. Oh, my phone. Yo, my phone. I gotta get another charger in the morning. I be rough with my charging. Boy, I go through chargers like they hotcakes. Let me make sure I can hear myself. Yo, you guys, I did not know that I had so many freaking points for this. I have 40. Okay. Um, hold on, let me see. Let me make sure I'm in here. However, I hope everybody is having an amazing day, week so far. I know I am so far. Grab your wine, grab your Bible, grab your sewing machine, grab your books, grab whatever you need to make yourself comfortable in the environment you enter. Enjoy my video. Go ahead and do that. And I am going to proceed. I'm going to get, give me a second. I want to get my phone. And I want to put my wine up in here. Oh, today was a good day. I've been trying to spread the word because nobody really listens to me, right? Well, I guess y'all do, right? I don't know. However, wait a minute, let me rinse my glasses. All right. Is it just me or what? But when I'm drinking certain things and well, if I'm drinking my wine after so many glasses of wine, like one, because I pour like a little bit at a time, I'll rinse my glass off. Like, even though I know it's been on my mouth and it just been me drinking it, it just, I don't know, it feels real weird. Like, ew, just gross. I don't know. I'm weird. I'm just feel different. I wouldn't say I'm weird. Weird, so weird. I know saying weird like that. All right, so let's get up in this room. Let's get up in this air. And it's puffing. Let's see, girl. Okay, we got one person in here. Welcome. I'm trying to get myself in here too. I've been taking forever doing this. I was watching Collide, his video. His live was good, very educational like always. I gotta go check him out. Gotta check him out. But yeah, so I did not know that I came up with 40. I was like, dang God, like you playing. So why some churches don't grow, you know? And you get some leaders that, you know, in the end of the day, they think that they shit don't stink. You get some people that, they just really think that what they doing is the right thing to do. But I don't understand some people like that because how you're going to read something and then when it's actually being presented to you, you don't see that. You don't grasp that. You don't do anything, right? So I said that to say it's like Christians say that, and I'm Christian too, but I'm not in that category. So that's why I said that. No, it's not. I don't. I'm just open minded about everything. I'm not going to just block something out. I'm not. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to tamper with it. I'm going to play with it if it allows me to interact with it in a positive way. And even if it's negative, depending on the outcome of that negativity, you know, uh, hey, I fucks with it. You know, like I'm just open minded. Everybody just sitting there worried about what I'm believing in and what other people believing in. Worry about what the fuck you're believing in. Worry about what you need to believe in. Because in the end of the day, you got to worry about yourself when it comes to that because you cannot be dragged down by the rest. That's how you lose your spot. Got to stand firm, and that's part of it, right? So, once again, I just want to apologize for being late. Oh Lord, pray for me, pray for me. But yeah, so let's get this thing going, y'all, because I'm hungry and thinking about making me some butterfly shrimp scarps, butterfly scarps, scarps. That's so goofy. Yeah, I love it. I love it. Okay, so, all right, let me see. All right, the first one is because some churches don't grow because, well, first God told me to put on here number one. When you grow, your church will. So when you grow, your church will grow. You know that, right? We all know that. I think I better get my bucket. I might wind up throwing up. Like, for real. Deliverance be real, y'all. It be serious, okay? And let me tell you something before I begin. Hold up, let me get my bucket. Yeah, let me get my bucket. A lot of truth telling and a lot of mad people. Oh, Lord. Oh, did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that second verse? Like for real. Like, oh, I'm telling you, like God be doing the damn thing with me. And it's like I'm just hearing so much from everybody. Everybody has something to say. And at the end of the day, I'm doing what God told me to do. And I'm like, cause trust me, I'm in my feelings like, cause I'm like, God, why would you have me go to this church, right? Hey, why would you have me go to this church? And then all of a sudden, don't, you know, uh, then all of a sudden, you know, I, I'm told not to go. So I was a little confused about that. But that's just what it is. Yeah, I definitely was confused about that. Right? It's all about trying to understand something, right? So, me personally, I'm only going by what I experienced. And I experienced some very deep spiritual things under just us, Jesus, right? Not only that, by me seeing that, nothing can, that's why I'm not able to be moved when it comes to that. And y'all can say what you want. 9 out of 10, you're probably jealous. I mean, if you knew what how God be touching me and actually walk with me, you feel me? Then you'll know, but you don't know. So now you're mad and you're trying to make me feel some type of way about that. I don't give a fuck about none of that. Let me address that, before we go along because we got 40 to go, right? 39. So I can care less. If God showed you something, that's like if I showed you that I was a designer, right? And I'm in front of you and I'm sewing and I'm doing all of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm a creator. I'm an artist. But artists come in different forms, right? But apparently, I showed you that I am into fashion. If I'm pulling out my motherfucking sewing machine and I'm sewing some shit and it's something, you feel me? You're gonna believe that I'm a designer, right? Especially if it look nice, whether it look nice or not. You just might say, "Oh, she a corny designer," you know, or maybe lit, right? But you witnessed that, you seen that. So if somebody told you, "Oh, that bitch can't, she can't sew nothing, she ain't doing nothing," and then you like, "Hold up," but that's a lie because I just seen this shorty, this bitch, sit here. I just seen her sit here and sew that. So you gonna stand on that no matter what. And it's gonna get to the point where you might be angry, but then you might not. It depends, you know? But needless to say, you witnessed that. So it's nothing that nobody can do or say to you to change that, right? That's like a guy making, and he always making jump shots. And y'all all decide to go to a park, and they saying, "No, he can't dunk, man." And you like, "Man, yes, he can. I seen him." You gonna wreck that. You gonna stand on that. You believe that because you seen that. See, that's the thing with me. I don't know about other Christians because you do get them motherfucker father fuckers want to be sanctified, righteous motherfucker father fuckers, whatever. You get them fake ones. You feel me? You really do. You feel me? But I'm not fake, and I know what I experienced with God. So nobody's gonna take that from me because that's what I was worshiping at that time, and I still am. The fuck? But that's what I started doing on my own. My mother didn't have to tell me, "Oh, well, yeah, say your prayers or say your grace." My mother didn't have to tell me that. This was a decision that I wanted to make, you know? And I made that leap and that step, and I went to church and I surrendered. I was not forced to surrender myself. So when I say I literally woke up, I mean, I don't know what you want me to give you. My soul, my everything. I give you that. But I woke up and I seen a fucking different language on my motherfucking floor. Now you tell me where the fuck that come from. This person that said that was a man that hollered my motherfucking name, and I can count on one hand, thank you, Jesus, that 4 times that my name been called by God. Tell me, what is that? Because I know I wasn't high because I didn't get high then. I wasn't cursing, I wasn't doing that. I was living sanctified, virtuous, period. So explain to me, what the fuck was I seeing? I guess that was myself, right? Writing that shit on the fucking floor. I just left my motherfucking body and got up and wrote that shit, right? Could be, right? Could be. Damn, that's some deep shit right there. How about that? So I guess I was giving myself a clue in a language I have no idea what the hell. I can't even remember what I seen. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. When I seen people walking down the street looking like fucking zombies, I mean, I guess these guys that y'all believe in did that, right? So who the fuck was that? Who the fuck showed me that? So, like I said, I'm going to believe what the fuck I want to believe, and I'm going to believe that it's nothing you can do, even if something else true up here. I'm still going to acknowledge just us because I've been getting nothing but good lessons, wisdom, experiences, good things out of that entity. So you motherfucking right, I'ma work with it. That's like meeting people and you decide you want to find a group of fucking friends. And you like, nah, not that bitch. She shady as fuck. Trying to be you on the low, trying to compete on the low. So you like, man, I like these motherfuckers over here better. It's peaceful. All right, for instance, that's like I always gotta use a true metaphor, right? Everybody know I love the Spanish, right? Hola, hola, right? So I hang with Spanish, yeah. So well, I hang with anybody, but when I go down north, I'm hanging with the Spanish people. I ain't found no black people to hang with yet, so that's why. But other than that, So far, I've been in Spanish, right? So I got one Spanish group that's blocks away, right? That they get they grind in, they do what they need to do, they get their motherfucking money, they sit outside, they talk about their motherfucking body, buy shit, sell shit, you know what I mean? Get high, whatever. You feel me? And but nobody's asking and begging for nothing. But then I got the other group across town that they always need and always want me to look out for them. You feel me? So I'm like, man, I don't want to hang with these motherfuckers. I don't want to go over here because you always want something, and I don't owe you. Well, I will say when I need little rituals and shit like that, he do it. But I'm just a little brat. But still, like I'd rather just come flat out and pay for that shit. You know what I mean? Don't play this game with me to where I feel like because you do that, I gotta come. Every time I come, I gotta give you something. I don't like that fucking game. I'd rather just pay you for your fucking service and that's that. Cause all that fucking gimme, handout shit, I ain't coming to fuck around. I come around once in a blue when I feel like, giving somebody that wanna waste my money and get high off that shit. You feel me? Or gamble with it and shit. Anyway, I'm being real here, right? So you choose what side that you want. Hope y'all like that metaphor. But you choose what side you want, you know? And sometimes I play both sides. Cause sometimes, I go through things where I gotta step back out. So I gotta get back in that worldly suit. And then sometimes I gotta come back in and put on my virtuous suit. So I go in and out. And yeah, how God don't like lukewarm when you can't have negative without positive and positive without negative. I mean, I'm just fucking confused about that shit. But y'all go ahead and do y'all. You feel me? I ain't got time for that shit. I just listen to the voice that tells me to do whatever I do, and this shit ain't steered me wrong yet. I'm not worried about where nobody feel like they think I should be. Cause what I'm doing ain't none of your motherfucking business. Unless you trying to put some motherfucking money in my motherfucking pocket. And it's so funny how y'all think I'm not about that money. But anybody that I know I'm about my motherfucking bread. The fuck out of here. You motherfucking crazy. The fuck out of here. I love to give too much. In order to give, I gotta make sure I hustle and get my motherfucking money. The fuck? What you think? I'm just gonna pop out and just have money and have shit to give fucking people? No, I got to fucking grind. And I don't have a problem with doing it. Cause if I'm not grinding, then I'm sitting the fuck around being lazy doing the fuck nothing. And I ain't with that shit. I ain't with that shit. That shit drive me fucking nuts sitting at shit. Hey, I try to stay one day in the motherfucking house, but 2 days in the motherfucking crib? Shit. What? Oh, hell no. And I be trying to relax though, because that's what I supposed to be doing. But I don't know how to relax. The universe is always going, so why shouldn't I? The devil's always going, prowling. Why can't I? You know, I rest when I need to rest. When my body is shut down and let me know. But that shit irks the fuck out of me. But anyway, I hope that metaphor was good. So we're gonna get to some juicy shit. Some of y'all churches gonna be motherfucking mad, but I don't give a fuck. You feel me? And you believe what the fuck y'all gonna believe. You feel me? God communicate with everybody on all kinds of levels, and He gonna meet us where the fuck we at. That means religion. That means I don't give a fuck what kind of dirty, nasty, trifling, gut shit you fucking doing. God gonna meet you there. God gonna meet you right the fuck there. I promise you that. If I don't know nothing else, I know the fuck that too. I heard one of the little fat ass Israelites, and it was so funny because I kept tuning in on this one little skinny little fucker and shit. But he looked like he gave me the impression like, damn. At that moment, I caught him thinking, like, why the fuck am I doing this? This is not where I want to be at. I was like, oh shit. Like for me to see that was crazy though. But he said to my son, what the fat bitch said, he was like, yeah, what did he say? He said, nobody can talk the most high. And God said, that's because I ain't went to see that motherfucker. And I won't be. Motherfuckers is really mad and jealous because God don't know them. People are literally mad. Something is wrong. Okay. I gotta say it. Don't go to the left. whoever this is, you got to take a direction. And this direction is either left or right. It ain't up or down. It's left or right because I keep looking to my left. So something with a left. Or maybe you're going to find something in the left. Love. Broken heart. I get broken heart, though. That was the first thing I got. So watch it when you turn to the left. All right, so moving forward. Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me take a puff. Wait a minute. Let me get them a snack because they be all up in it. Okay, go here, here. Y'all so greedy. What y'all want 100 snacks a day? Like, god damn. And then when you can't shit right, here, bang. And then when you, yo, she's so fucking greedy, yo. And then I had to fucking pay $20. Thank God, because if I would have took it to a regular vet, that shit would have been like $30, $40. But it's cheaper, right? So. Sorry, my voice is deep too. Something going on. My deep voice. Some type of weather somewhere. All right, so let me take a puff. Pizza puff. Cause my fucking puppy, the boy, man, this nigga clingy as shit. Like, little bitch ass nigga. Like, damn. You feel me? Like, I don't even like a bitch ass dog. Like, this nigga, like the girl, she royal, she brave. This nigga, he's a little hole. He been timid since I got him. I mean, I try to give him his snack in his mouth, and he will not do it. I gotta put it on the floor. So I said, whoever was training him probably was rough with him and hitting on him, forcing him to hurry up and learn. That shit crazy, man. I feel so bad for him. And then me trying to train him on top of that, I'm rough. All right, so I'm trying to find my bobby pin. My bobby pin. All right, so the first one was God saying, when you grow your church will. So you got some pastors out here, and I know a couple of people that go, to small churches. Especially in the hood. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them, go to small churches. And I be like, she like, oh, I'm an evangelist. I'm like, oh, okay. Wow, not ordained to be one, but okay. But hey, whatever game they play, yeah, they can go ahead and play it, but they ain't gonna play the fuck with me. I don't care what game anybody play. But what you're not gonna do is you're not gonna play with me. You can play, but the repercussions behind that's just what it's gonna be. All right. So number two, witchcraft being done. Witchcraft being done. And so it's so crazy because I don't know how to tell this pastor at this church that I love to attend. But God told me and showed me, go sit down. Go sit down. That's right. Get in there. Like, Dad, y'all self-feed yourself. Eat food. You that hungry, eat food. Every 5 minutes you want a damn snack. Go get a job. Do some tricks so we can blow up. Something. Shit. The fuck? I mean, for real, yo. These motherfuckers, they greedy as shit. I don't mind, but damn. Like, I mean, he just looking like, give me more. If I don't give him no snacks, then he want me to hold him all fucking day long. Like, no, nigga. Because somebody come up in here, what you gonna do? Better roughing that shit up. Woof, woof. I'm rough. That's why I don't need no children. And don't get me wrong, I love my babies, but damn, they too fucking spoiled, man. Like, goddamn. Fucking snack every 5 minutes and shit. And oh, don't let me pull out something to eat. This nigga looked at me sideways. Wait a minute, he met me at the top of the step pacing like, yeah, bitch, you better have me something. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, nigga, what? Like, yeah, pacing like, yeah, bitch, you better. All I know is you better have me some motherfucking food. Like, what? Scared the shit out of me. I had to make the nigga some rice and chicken. Shit. Scaring the shit out of me like that. I'm telling you, boy, these motherfuckers is crazy. Shit, pray for me, y'all. Pray for me. I love my baby. But yeah, for real, witchcraft. And I don't know how to tell her this. And I'm like, how the fuck? I've been going all these years. I don't give a fuck. COVID, all that shit, none of that shit. That look, I be watching TV Jake sometimes. Shout out to him, his daughter. Shout out to her husband. Shout out to her. You know, and other people. You know, I might randomly chime in on because they've been chiming in on my energy, right? So I would and they audience is big. Some of them they got more. You know what I mean? So that's no excuse. Why people aren't enjoying coming to your church? You know, it's nothing wrong with having a fun church. I believe in fun. I don't like to be bored. I'm past like number 5. I ain't got time for that shit. All that boring shit. Like, man, get the fuck out of here. And honestly, when you sit around people like that and you're lively, that shit will drain the fuck out of you because they're trying to take out the little life, you know what I mean, that you have. And then on top of that, they're judging you on top of it. And I can't stand to be around Christian people that I gotta fucking be on pins and needles with. I don't like being around people like that at all. If I gotta be on pins and needles to be around your ass, good the fuck bye. Now, certain shit I know I ain't supposed to be doing, and that's another different story. Like, you know, of course I'm not supposed to be cursing in no motherfucking church. You feel me? Yeah, okay, shit like that. But all that extra shit, man, no. No, no, no. You're not gonna do that. But I don't even. I mean, what I supposed to? I sound like a fucking troublemaker. Hey, yo, they doing bad witchcraft for you in your church. But come on now, and I've been going over 10 years, and this shit, and the only thing changed is little miscellaneous shit that you built to make it look good. That's not growth. That is not growth. And I'm not trying to be smart, but hey, you got to call shit out to get these fucking demons to show themselves. To get the, I mean, you got to make demons unfucking comfortable. And I see that demon uncomfortable in that church. And see, that's what I'm saying. Like people need to learn how to communicate. And people thinking that they got their head in their ass and thinking they holding them down. If you are not Jesus, you are a no fucking body. Period. Well, to me, I don't know about nobody else, but if you are not Jesus, just us, God, you are a nobody to me. Because I am where you think you should be at to me. The fuck out of here. Because I praise me. You got me fucked up. So we ain't playing that motherfucking game. Motherfuckers don't want to listen because they think they know everything. Well, guess what? My mother always told me that a motherfucker that think they know everything, get the fuck away from their asses. Because they nothing but fucking disaster. You too good. You what my mom say? Too smart for your own fucking good. And your own good ain't good. Because who is good? Nobody. The Bible says that. Right. Oh, I'm good. No, well shit. No, not me. I'm not, but I try to be. You feel me? I do. I try every day. And whatever I become good at, I try to hold on to that. Because it's a fight every day to keep all kinds of shit, your sanity, all that. Oh, and about the you know, about the trying to what everybody saying? The new thing about me now is trying to fuck with my looks. I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna move forward. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna say this again. I'm gonna say it how many times I have to say it, right? To the left again. This is crazy. Don't go to the left. But anyway, it's kind of hard to make a whore or an ex-hoe feel any type of way about how she looks. Because let me tell you something, in order to be a hoe, you got to know that you look the fuck good. You feel me? And not only that, you got people that's going to tell you the fuck that you look good. And not only are they going to tell you that you look good, they're going to be sincere about telling you you look fucking good. So that is not going to work. And another thing, I am anorexic. Remember, I eat to survive. So anything over 115 is fat the fuck to me. So brace yourself because you don't feel pretty. You're ugly as shit. The inside is just so ugly. It's so ugly that it will not be able to form because ugly is mold. Okay? It's just mold. And you're going to just be medication for people like me. Hey. Because I fights through that ass. You're saying nothing. What are you saying? Oh, you like my butt? That shit look juicy, don't it? It's kind of too big. I need that shit to be a little bit more flatter. I would never want no fake parts. And my titties, oh, I'm wearing a D. Okay? I wear these. The fuck? Mm-mm. But anyway, let me move forward. So stop accommodating the church. You know, God tell you to do one thing and you turning around and you're trying to make somebody else feel good because you want them to give you some fucking money or you want them to keep doing something for you. You need something from them. So, yeah, that's why you're doing that. But this is why these are reasons why. And they all of them don't have to be happening, but it could be a couple of things in here. But it sure makes sense to me. And I've been to churches, plenty of them. And I've seen some pastors move. And it ain't good. Okay? And remember, I used to be a host, so some pastors and reverends used to come up. Yes. They trick and look for licks too. I mean, they licks looking for tricks too. Again, they licks looking for tricks too. Anyway, moving along. Not teaching what God said. Teaching for self. You know, I was just saying that. I want to make sure. But yeah, you're not teaching what God said. You teaching what the hell you want to teach. God ain't said that, you know. And God will let something go on for a little while, and then after a while, God like, you know what? Fuck that shit. I can't take it no more. This person just refuses to change. God give us time to change. You know, and God is patient with us when it's time for that change. But man isn't. Man is not. They'll leave you the fuck alone real quick. I know I will. Oh no, I gotta go. I'm quick to leave people alone. Yes, I am. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hopefully, y'all having a great day. Okay, moving along. Trying to make this quick as possible. Lying on God, being dishonest. Saying God said this and God said that. God ain't say that shit. Just say you said it. You know, like God hasn't given me any confirmation. Or something like that. You know, say you're waiting on the word, but we all do that. Cause I do it sometimes. Y'all done heard me have to correct myself. Like, wait a minute, hold up, no, God didn't. I said that. So yeah. But you get some that most, not some, most. Thank you, God. You get most who won't even correct that and just think that shit is okay, and it's not. Okay, if you thought it was okay, I'm here to tell you it's not. Jealousy. You have pastors that's jealous of one another, of their people in their congregation. They just have a jealous heart, and it's so nasty because I don't know what's wrong with these jealous people, but I don't know how they don't think people can't see that. Bitch, we see you. Like, what the fuck, nigga? We see you, my nigga. We see you. We see you. Oh, I feel something on my shoulders. Look, God said that too. Yup. Ah, yes. Thank you, God. Yay. God is pleased. Okay. Another thing while you're let me keep. Oh Lord, you ain't gotta tell me that. Look, wait. When I know God is in my court, ooh, 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 don't play with me. What? What? Say no. I be jumping. What? Say something. Oh, look, God like that shit. Oh my God, God is playing right now, yo. God is here. Thank you. Okay. Moving forward. Hold on, y'all. In between my wine sipping, because I only let it touch my tongue. I take like a tea, but for the most part, I just let it touch my tongue, like a little sip. You can't go off the wine. Like, what the hell kind of throat is that? I don't want that kind of throat. Okay, moving along. Number 7, using your church members. God see you. You taking advantage of your church members instead of just fucking doing it your fucking self because you fucking lazy and you think that shit cute. You think somebody owes you something. You thinking you high almighty, but you're not. And that chair is gonna look, let me tell you something. The wood can fall too. Termites chew through wood. You feel me? Your fucking ass gonna end up falling in that fucking chair. Y'all pastors be sitting up and like y'all on the fucking throne or something. Like, get the fuck out. Motherfuckers got that. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. Motherfuckers got that shit in their house now. Looking better than some fucking churches fucking altar chair or whatever you throne or whatever the fuck you want to call that shit. Like, get the fuck out of here looking like demons on the shit. That's what it is. That's what you look like to me. I'm just saying. But yeah, moving forth, right? Oh, so the ego. Okay. The ego. You just thinking you just the shit. Like, what? Be to the point where you just think that everybody is above you. No. The fuck, actually you will be above. I mean beneath everybody. Ooh, yep. So look, I had to grab my bucket. That one felt like some juices gonna come up. Fluid. Ugh. So God is not playing. Okay, so what else? Number 9. Okay, because number 8, remember, is the ego. You gotta learn how to work with the ego. You know. Number 9 is God isn't pleased with the pastor and the church. So maybe the pastor, or the pope or the bishop or whoever, right? This leader, they're they did something to make God turn his head. So the the leader could have pissed God off, you know. And I feel like this: if you in a church and you are experiencing this so far out of the 9, and the rest as well that's coming, right? If you feel like God has left, then don't give up. Keep moving and do something different to get God's attention again. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't just stay stagnant like that. And then, because God will come back. And when God come back and see that you doing the same shit the same way, God going to be like, they thinking the same way. It's nothing for God to even sit and think about. Just zoom out real quick. Boom. So, and then you wondering why it's taking so long, because every time God come in and peak, that's like when, so above, so below, right? So when your mom or your parents, right, you and your siblings are playing, and y'all done messed up or whatever, and y'all did wrong, and they like, oh, sit down. That's it. They sat you down. They just gonna ignore you, like, go to your room, you know. So y'all go to your room, but in the midst of you being in your room, your parent is going to come in there and they're going to peek at you and check to see what you're doing, to see if you was doing the same shit you was just doing that they caught you doing. If they make it, you know what I mean? The same shit they just caught you doing, they're going to come back in your room to see what new shit you doing now, or are you doing the same shit, depending on what it is. You know what I'm saying? And they might just leave out the room. Like, let me just leave out. Just look, they still fucking up. So fuck it. They want to fuck up. They look like they fucking the room up. I'ma just look. Well, now you know what? You ain't even coming out the room. Stay your ass in that room and clean that damn room up. You know, now you got to clean up your mess. That's like that with God too. Clean up, do something different. Clean your room up and do some changing around. You know, when you change your room around, you know that you cleaned up. Because sometimes some people just can't clean that good. But you know, you can tell that they kind of clean something because that wasn't there, that wasn't there, that wasn't there. So when you rearrange something, then you know, okay, well they made some sort of effort. Yeah, at least they tried, even though the shit ain't right. You know. Well, here, and then that's when your parent began to show you or teach you. Well, teach you how to do it properly. But you got to pay attention. So if that's a good metaphor, that's you know that'd be great. All right, the 10th one is not truly helping your community or the church. You know, you get some pastors I mean, some churches that they're not helping their communities. They're not doing shit for their communities, and what they do for the community is they they only doing it because it benefits them. If it wasn't benefiting them and they wasn't playing a part of that, then they wouldn't be doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of these churches, some of them they give out the food because they know that they'll have food for their family to give, even though they had filling up the church refrigerator. You know what I mean? Knowing that's food for hungry people, not the church. You know, but oh, they have dinners and stuff, so they got to cook for the congregation too. You know, so I don't know. Maybe I don't have a true understanding of that, but and I said that to say like I went and got. I like to get when I'm driving. If I see them giving out food or whatever, I like to stop and get it because I like to give it. Or if it's something that my cousin like, she funny the way she eats. And I don't really eat meat, so they get our vegetables and stuff. And 9 out of 10, a lot of times when I buy stuff from the market and go get her a box, I'm like, dang, why did I spend my money? You know, I could have got this shit for free. As high as food is, like shit, I ain't sure you stand in that damn line. Cause trust me, I recommend y'all go to these churches, get them canned goods and stock that shit up. Like, come on, man. Like y'all gotta stop playing. Like ain't nobody playing. They give out churches give out meat too. I just got boneless chicken, 5 of them, big thick ass chickens too. I had to take them out the thing and put them in Ziploc bags, you know, because it's just her and I, and she don't want to eat meat. And the dog, you know, I boiled them chicken. So like what? So yeah, but when I went there, I gave them $15, you know, and when I gave him the $15 donation, he was like, "Oh, you want a milk?" And I'm like, "No." And he kept trying to give me the milk, and I was like, "I'm not like that. You know, I'd rather just, you know, for somebody who don't have it. You know what I'm saying?" Because I said, well, we don't keep. I'll give, you know, to somebody else. So excuse me. So he's like, "Oh, okay." And plus, you get respect by people. Trust me, people look at you different when you do that because they know that you wouldn't take advantage of them. You got to earn your trust. You know what I'm saying? Even a thief earns their trust and steals. A thief even know to earn trust. Like, come on now. Y'all got to do better. I swear to God. How you think a thief get in your house and all of that? They earn your trust. God, like, I mean, what the fuck y'all be listening to? All right. Number, wait a minute, let me mark this one. Number, and this was, what was this? This was yesterday. This happened yesterday. You know, so I know that they were just only being nice because I didn't have no milk, you know, in there, but I just was like, but I was just using that as a metaphor, not saying that the church was shady. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm being real. I haven't seen any shady acts there. Well, one time something did look a little suspicious. He gave somebody 2 boxes. My dad only gave me one, but I wasn't giving them donations, so But then I would have looked at it like maybe she can't, maybe she ain't doing it because she can't get, here, give her another month. But that wasn't the case. Maybe they knew the person more. I don't know. Because it depends on how many people you have in the household, how many you say you have in the household. So, yeah. But anyway, but other than that, nothing was shady for the most part. I'm sure I was overreacting because of, I be on my shit. All right, so number 11, right? Shout outs to the community churches around my way that give out, food to the people that's willing to put their ego aside and stand in that. And they don't even be no line. That's what I love about that place. Every time you walk up, I mean, 'cause they always do it so much, and they even be cooking for the community. You know what I mean? In the summertime, I'm gonna go to the block party. I gotta ask them what it's gonna be, right? Because I have fun. I came kind of late, but I got some books. Cause they was giving out like books. Um, like they was just giving out stuff. You didn't have to pay for it. And I was like, I was definitely on the books, right? So yeah, so that was kind of cool. So shout outs to neighborhoods like that. I need to go more church hopping though. I gotta get a freezer though. I gotta get a freezer, a deep freezer, because I have a refrigerator in the basement, and I have a refrigerator um in the living room. I'm working on the kitchen, so two refrigerators, and that's still not enough, y'all. Like as far as the freezer part, right there, and they both run good too. Okay, the next one is 11. 11 is um misjudging people. You get some people, some pastors and some church members and things like that they judge people. You know, they don't care how nice the person is in their face. All they going on is what they assume or what they heard. As far as what somebody confided, you know, in your pastor or whatever. You get some pastors that tell that indirectly tell your damn business out, talking too fucking much. You just got to pay attention to know who the fuck you. If you pay attention to the congregation, you'll know who she's talking about. You know. Uh, hold on. Number 12, withholding information from the people that you lead. It's a lot of stuff that's going on with this Bible that pastors aren't telling and it is crazy because they operating like they really not going to be held accountable. That's like the oppressor hiding shit from us. You know, like that's crazy. So withholding information is not cool. Okay, this is number 13. Demonic, wolf in sheep clothing. You got some shady ass pastors. I'm telling you, like some of them are shady as hell. You know, you might not hear about them, and they don't. You don't have to have a big church. And when I say demonic and wolf in sheep clothing, I mean like if you tuned in one of my videos when I was telling my grandma, that I wanted to get married in her church, and they was worried about her fucking money. That's demonic as shit. That's a wolf in sheep clothing, bitch. You supposed to be my grandma. What the fuck is you doing? You that fucking brainwise, bitch? Like, yo, that was crazy. You know? Like, what the fuck? I thought that was demonic. Worrying about what kind of job my husband and I had. What the fuck that got to do with us being married? Getting married, trying to rent space in your church. Like, we ain't had no reception there, bitch. We just wanted to get married in there. Ugh, that was crazy. Well, I did. Okay, moving along. Abusing people. You get pastors that abuse people. You get some, molesting. You know, children, women, you know, it's crazy. There's so much secret shit that go on in churches, man. It's sick. And it's like the soap operas. And God told me the soap operas is trash. It's evil. You know, you got grown ass people running around sneaking and fucking each other. And ain't nobody said to contest or protest against that shit yet. Like, y'all ain't tired of that shit. And then motherfuckers go to work watching that shit and acting that same shit out. Because most people cheat at work with employees because they at work longer than they spend more time with their employees than they do with their wife or husband. You know, you can be home for 8 hours, but you could probably only be interacting with your family, if that, for an hour. Then you washing your ass, if that, you're eating, and then you're going to bed or chill if you know. So you ain't really spending that 8 hours straight with your family every day with this fucking buffoon. All right. Ugh. Oh my God. Somebody was trying to. My mother was doing some magic on me today. Anytime something started happening to my feet, I know that was her trying to do something with my steps. I've been doing some shit and feel a lot better. What I was doing was I had some boots on. Lord, pray for me. I called myself doing some squats and some boots. And that shit fucked my toe. I do the dumbest shit sometimes. I told y'all I'm so clumsy and goofy. Like, that's some dumb ass shit to do. But yeah, so now my toe fucked up. But I said, nah, it shouldn't be hurting like that. Like, for real, though. So all I could think about was my mom. You gotta watch one of my videos. I was saying about how she was acting like she was playing Super Mario and doing some shit to my foot. What the hell? Anyway. Yeah. Anyway. If y'all just tuning in for the new subscribers, just know when I burp, that's deliverance or that's a solid yes from God. Okay? It's not me making myself do it. If I do, I'll let you know. But yeah. So, boom, we good over here. And plus, I ain't that good at lying anyway. Don't get me wrong. I do be trying to lie. I do be trying to lie, Craig. I do be trying to lie. I do be lying. And then I end up telling on myself. So, shit. That's crazy. Anyway, I got tested out to see if I can get away with it once in a while. As you know, me working. And it really don't. My conscience be like, man, I can't do it. It just feels so much better to just be honest. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to look over your shoulders. You don't have to be scared about anything getting out. And I think I get, shout outs to, my people's growing up. Like I said, my mom, I grew up with her best friend daughter and all of them and her family, you know what I'm saying? And they will always like try to put me in shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just cause. Like, bitch, you know I ain't say that shit like that. But you trying to put me in it because you done fucked up somewhere. Right? So I learned fucking with these little clowns to just, tell a person how I feel from the gate. And I ain't got nothing to worry about. Now can't nobody say I said a fucking thing, bitch, because I already told you what the fuck I said. Boom. So I ain't played them. I no longer played that game. It was like, you know what? And as a teenager, it was like, yeah, they keep doing this over and over again. I don't like how that makes me feel. And in order for me not to feel that way no more, this is what I'm gonna do. And hey, it worked. And I just kept doing it. Like, get the fuck out of here. Nobody trying to hear that shit, yo. Nobody got time for that shit. Motherfuckers try to scare you. Okay, well look, I might lie because I don't want no trouble because I ain't got time for that shit. It depending on, I might be looking too cute. I might be with my dogs. I might, had been or whatever the case may be. But at the end of the day, it was what it was. I said what I said, and there was nothing that anybody could do to take that away. And that's if it was to happen now. You get people that try to, make you change your mind about what the fuck you said. No, bitch, I said that. Okay, I'm a change what I said, but bitch, I meant what I said the first time. It don't matter. You know what I mean? Like people fucks me up with that shit. So stop trying to bully people into changing their mind about what they said and how they felt about something. The fuck out of here with that shit. I don't want to be around people like that either. I'll be like, nah, I'm good. Like, Anything that's going to strip me from being myself, I'm good. I'm out. I just got rid of somebody. Like, cause in the end of the day, the bitch ain't had no business violating my privacy, my personal space, my decision. And I made it clear to this bitch that I didn't want to be around her fucking baby daddy. But yet still she thought because it was her house that it was okay to put me and him in the same fucking spot. I could have cooked my own shit in my own motherfucking house. Let's get that fucking shit clear. So, whatever you go when you force something together and then expect that shit to work, like, come on now, like get the fuck out of here. From the gate, it was disrespectful. And I'm not justifying anything, but in the end of the day, I was only playing. You a bitch ass nigga. I was only playing as a little fucking girl. You act like I was saying you the bitch ass nigga to a grown ass man or a woman. Like that. So that told me that this is something a little bit deeper than what's going, and how about this? I'm the fuck out of here. People killing people in their houses and all that kind of other shit. I'm not dumb. So let that bitch stay where the fuck she at. She trying to extremely compete and all that, and trying to look for shit. You know what I mean? Oh, what you trying to throw shade twice about that damn girl? I'm like, what the fuck is you talking about? The fuck is you talking about? I'm just talking. What are you talking about? Fuck out of here. I'm not no fake bitch like that. If I got some shady shit to say, and then the bitch always coming at my motherfucking house on the phone, and I don't even know you on the phone. That's disrespectful shit. Let that bitch go be where the fuck she be at. I can care fucking less. I don't like that. And fucking children disrespectful, talking back and shit, acting wrong and shit. I don't like children like that. I like her children though, but I'm just saying, I'm not missing nothing. The fuck. I got my own motherfucking big ass family to worry about, and shit, we got a lot of work to do. So the last thing I need to be worried about is somebody else's motherfucking family, some other fucking bitch. I got my own pussy to worry about. But anyway, that's enough rant about that, right? So you get some pastors that's not anointed. You know what I'm saying? You get some people who, just had to step up, you know, and hoping that the anointing will grow on them. And, they just don't, you know. I seen that growing up, a little girl, you know, uh, family members would pass on and, the children get to church and stuff like that. And the children don't even want the damn church. It turns into a mess. It's just crazy, right? Then they end up getting another pastor to come in and, take over it and all that kind of, churchy stuff. All right. So that's enough about that one. Number 17. Uh, Sometimes God left the person, you know? I don't know if I said that already here. But yeah, God probably left your ass. And you trying to make people think that God didn't. But shit, you can tell looking in your congregation that God has left. I mean, you know, it's just something ain't right, And one thing about me, I ain't never been no fool, and my gift ain't going to start changing, just cause, you know, uh, we talking about this, you know. No, it is what it is. Something is not the fuck right if you have a church and it's not growing. Yes, COVID happened. Yes, but people still getting out. People shit. People in bars and shit. And half of them motherfuckers go to church. But why aren't they showing up in your church? Why? For real. Anyway, moving along. Number 18. Partaking in evil doing. You know? Just because a motherfucker, fatherfucker is a pastor, don't mean that they don't do evil doings. Like I said, I didn't trick reverends when I didn't know no better, y'all. I did not know no better, you know. But yeah, you got priests that be molested, fucking kids, boys, shit like that. Like, come on now, that's self-explanatory. All right, moving along. Number 19, naive. You get a pastor who, you know, naive, just really not seeing it. And then, that got to be some witchcraft. That got to be some magic, because I just never understood being naive. You're not naive. You just don't care, or you have a fear of what? You have a fear, or you just don't care. But for just to be naive, I just that annoyed me. I never hung around people that was naive. And when I realized they was naive, I rolled out. Oh no, bitch, we ain't doing that. Because if you're naive, then that means somebody can compromise you and hurt me. Nah, get the fuck out of here. So that means when I need a witness, I can't get no witness because you the fuck been compromised. Nah, that's scary. I'm good. And you want to turn and cheat, bitch? No, get the fuck out of here. I don't trust that shit. That's bullshit. Ain't no. I don't believe in naive. I don't believe in it. I don't believe in it. You just don't want to see it. You don't want to believe it because you don't want to face it. Fear. Naive comes from fear. Anyway, I can't wait to hear the sermons on this. Mm. All right, so you get some pastors that's just about money. You know what I mean? Think everybody's supposed to give you their money and shit like that. Get the fuck out of here. I'm gonna tell you something right now. If I ain't getting no counseling, this pastor ain't checking on me. None of that shit. Like I ain't been to church in 2 weeks. I went there for 2 weeks, and then I didn't go for 2 weeks. And not one time did I get a phone call. Not only is this lady my pastor, but my cousin-in-law, and not I did not receive a phone call. Now let me tell you something about me. And I know everybody ain't everybody, but if you have a heart and you're caring and you love people, God's people, then God's people is going to move a certain way. It's just certain shit God people don't do. And one thing God people don't do is want to sit there and watch somebody turn away and not know why. You know what I'm saying? Because I would have been like, "Perp." Let's call the church member. We're gonna call the church member. Okay, I'm Pastor Kaya. Brrr, and we're gonna call the church member Tiffany, right? Okay, so no, we're gonna call Troy. So I'm Pastor Kaya, and we're gonna call the church member Troy, right? So, brrr, hello. Hi, how are you? This is Pastor Kaya. How are you, Pastor? I'm great. Thank you for asking. Do you have a minute? Sure, Pastor. Is everything okay? Yes, yes, yes. Everything is okay. I was just calling to see is everything okay with you? Yeah, Pastor. Everything's okay. Okay, because you didn't come to church, and I just wanted to let you know that you're on our mind, and if you need a word, I can't give you any money or anything, but it's other things that I can give you. Be real. You know, because I don't need no money or nothing. But you don't know any. I work 2 jobs first of all, and I take care of my cousins. So I'm not going to be jumping up in no fucking church every motherfucking Sunday. I got to get my coins. Okay, let's get that clear. And I work every day for her. Okay, so sometimes I can go, sometimes I can't. But I'm looking online. I ain't got to go into no church. See, that's the thing. That's that. See, a lot of them they need you to come in because they figure they get that uh, uh, physical appearance. It would do something, and then that sound like somebody probably trying to take some hair off of you or some shit like that. That's what the fuck it sound like to me. I'm just saying I'm paranoid. When you're in your crown chakra, you are paranoid. Trust me, I don't trust nobody. I don't know who to trust. None of that. All I know is I got something that the world wants. You feel me? And I ain't trusting nobody, so I'm not moving messy. I don't give a fuck about who's saying what the fuck you reading in that Bible. If God said don't move, I ain't moving. Cause then if I move, then that means I won't be safe. The fuck out of here. That's like your mom saying, don't you run out there in that damn street. Wait right here on the corner, girl. Wait right there. Wait a second and let this car go by. And you don't listen and you just go out there. What's gonna happen? Your ass get hit, right? You either die or you break something, and you might be lucky to not break anything. But you have an injury. Now you are harmed. Now you are vulnerable. Like, get the fuck out of here. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. I've been doing what God said do, and I ain't gonna stop now because I walked in the church, so I'm supposed to drop. what personal shit me and God had and say, oh, this a pastor right here. This is what the fuck who this is who I supposed to be listening to and following. Well, I don't motherfucking think so. You got me fucked up. It ain't gonna motherfucking happen. And you out your motherfucking sick, narcissistic ass mind. Bitch! Ain't nobody playing. And I love how they fucking with my algorithm too. Yeah, I know. And moving along, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. All right, let me take a puff of weed. Wow. Yo, I be getting delivered like shit, yo. That's what I'm talking about, God. Ow. Work with me, baby. Hey. Okay, what else? Um, Pettiness. You get some pastors that are petty as shit. You know, I've seen some petty shit. Like this is one guy, and the people be bringing him money up on stage. Like that's petty as shit. Like, are you fucking? And it's arrogant as fuck. I said, ooh, that's not good. If he don't stop doing that, God's gonna sit his ass down. I'm telling you, something gonna happen to that man. You better stop that shit because you wearing that shit on your sleeve. Don't do that. That's what you call showing off and wearing that shit on your sleeve. Don't do that. You should know better than that, old man. All that motherfucking grade. You still acting like you ain't wise. What kind of shit is that? Yeah, I said it. Hey, it is what it is. Got a problem with me? Call my fucking mother. Call that bitch. Call her. All right, let me put some weed up in my bone. Let me take a little. Oh no, some in here already. Shit, that's even better. My dogs want so attention. Come on, you want to get up here? Come on. Damn, you keep looking at shit, you little stalker. What? Come on. Up up. Yo, y'all some stalkers, man. Come on. Come on up. All right, get over here. Come on, Royal. Come on, Mama. You want to get up? Man, y'all some stalkers, man. I swear, I can't even go to the bathroom, y'all. They be like all up. I mean, like, damn. Can't even go to the bathroom. Take a shit. They don't care. It's so funny. But moving along. Number 23. Let me see. Number 23. Damn, it's been an hour. Shit, maybe I need to make this a part two. All right, number 23. I'm gonna do 25, and then I'm gonna do the rest on Friday. Or should I keep going? It depends. All right, so they petty. You got some petty ass pastors, right? Then you got some that's thinking low of others, diminishing them in front of people. You know what I mean? Talking about some guy said shit, but you talking about them because you mad because they ain't make you no chicken wings that's gonna kill your fucking ass with that gravy and them pork chops and shit. Mhm. You got mad because they ain't gonna do some dumb ass shit that you could have did for your motherfucking self, or your family could have did for your ass, but they ain't gonna do it for your ass. So you got them to do it, want them to do it, and they don't even want to do it. So now you mad. Like the fuck, do it your damn self. Sitting there using people. That's like my mom always. Oh, do this, do that. Well, damn, bitch. I mean, I know you the mom, but damn, shit. I ain't fucked that up. Why I gotta do it? The hell? Cause I take it. No, because you wanted to keep my daddy. Don't put me in it. You brought me here, and that comes with that. That don't use that. I hate that shit. I used to hate that. This bitch is retarded. Like in the end of the day, you brought me here. Nobody asked to be here. That's what you get for trying to keep a man. She hated me for that. I sure did tell her that. I can't help it. I was being honest. Shit, that's all I could be. She hated that shit. Ah. Anyway, using God words against others to gain evil doing. You know what I mean? Want to use the word to manipulate somebody. Knowing God didn't tell you to manipulate this person like that. You know that shit evil and you did it anyway. A lot of these pastors walk around like they ain't did shit wrong. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? I'd be worried. For real. I would be worried. That's why I wouldn't want to be no leader. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to be responsible for nobody's shit. Nobody. Be responsible for your own shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't put that responsibility on me. Deal with stuff. All I can do is just be a guide and just share with you what I've been through. But all that trying to lead somebody and shit, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. What show was that? Was that a show or emoji or something? No, 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 no. Did I say it right? No, 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 no. I don't want to be nobody motherfucking leader. Hell, right? Only my babies. Just leave my baby. Look. And when I touch one, I gotta touch the other one. They fucks me up, boy. They be just trying to compete for my affection. And they don't have to do that. I have two hands. Nah, I have two hands, little lady. Boy, you'll be jealous as hell. And they be fucking my face up, boy. Scratching me. Alright, so moving along, number 25. Whatever else evil you're doing that others or myself can't pick up. Oh, so whatever evil doings you're doing that nobody can pick up or see, that's probably why, you know. The church hasn't grown, but the church ain't growing because God is not happy. Period. If God was happy, then it would be bliss, and it's not. So that's just that, you know, and it's just being real. You know what I'm saying? You can be set in your ways. You know what I'm saying? And one thing about God, God is not the one that keep doing the same thing. Oh, God, the devil is the only one that do the same thing all the time. Just different place, different level, different time, different day, different person. It's always the same shit with the devil. But see, one thing about God, the God that I serve, I don't know about the God you serve, but the God that I serve is audacious and spontaneous. You know what I'm saying? Like you never know. And my God is not a copycat. You feel me? So you need to change something up quick because God is not happy. It's no, you're no, that's not good. I'm not no fool. You run that shit on somebody else, and then you know some of them get mad when you don't want to, or not mad, but some of them might feel some type of way or use words to try to come at you. You use the Bible to try to come at you because you don't want to fucking come there. Like what? I don't want to be part of that shit. The fuck? I look like nah. Straighten that shit up. The fuck? Fix that shit. Don't look for me to do it. Shit. What? Excuse me? Because I don't owe nobody a motherfucking thing. Please tell me what I owe you. What I owe you. What I owe you. What I owe you. I don't owe anybody anything. Nothing. And I'm not going to let anybody make me feel like I do. I don't. You know? And you shouldn't either. Don't let people do that to you. And when I say I'm speaking for y'all. You feel me? Because this ain't happening over here. You feel me? It's just not. I'm not doing it. I'm not playing those fucking games. I'm not out here to play. I'm gonna keep saying it. Who's playing? I'm gonna give me t-shirts too. If y'all steal my shit, then that's fine. I come up with slurs like crazy. That shit ain't nothing at all. Okay, I should have worked for doing jingles, but I was like, nah. But I got my pleasures out of watching Jamie Foxx perform, so I didn't have to do it, you know. But yeah. So what else? Number 26. Lost of faith. Some people lost faith, especially around this time, because you get people that's dying left and right. You know, like the church I go. I made myself burp on that one. Sorry, that one came out by itself. All right, but the church I attend, you know, when God allowed me to go, right? It's like all these people that died in there, yo. Like it's like ghost town up in that bitch. Like it feel weird. Like it feel empty. It feel like it feel like God not there. It feel like it just don't. It just does not feel like. It doesn't feel like it felt when I was there. When I was there, that joint was. It was. It wasn't packed, but it was people in there. You know, it was almost packed. You know, not packed, but a nice. You know, it was good. And I pray for her church. I pray that you know, her church grow because the church I go to, it don't look like her church growing. And like I said, is witchcraft, but she ain't gonna see that. I hope and pray that God show her though. I really do, because them two evangelists, I don't trust them bitches. They better not touch me. I know that. And one thing I will be doing is avoiding them at all costs. I'll speak high, but all that trying to touch me shit, like hell no, no, I'm not interested in that. Okay, moving forth. Um, yeah, like I said, the loss of faith. Don't have no trust. Don't have faith in God. People dying around you and shit. You like, oh, that could be like anxiety for me. People just dying and shit. Everybody dying. Like, come on, man. Like, I would feel some type of way. Definitely would. Heart isn't into it. The passion has gone. That's like a chef. That's like with anything we do. After a while, it's just not good anymore. That's like chefs. I think chefs are good for like 7 years or something like that, 17 years before they hands start changing to something else. You know, and they can still taste good, but it changes. If that make any sense. Okay, moving forward. Okay, and let me tell you something too. What these pastors go through energetically, so do the congregation. You know, if you're going through a sexuality crisis, it's going to show through your congregation. What you are shows through the people that you preach to. I don't know what the fuck somebody done told somebody, but how the fuck you don't see that shit? You don't see it? Cause I said I be seeing it. Oh yeah. So be careful who you got preaching to you. Them spirits come out to you too. You know, you can get good spirits that follow you and take care of you, and then you have some bad ones that are, fuck you up. You got pains here and there, and that's spirits attached to your ass. Okay, moving along. 28. Depression. Some pastors get depressed. Hearing other people's stories and you know going traveling places and seeing the lifestyles of people and children, you know, that could take a toll on somebody, you know, especially when you don't trust people and you're not even getting therapy, right? I see my pastor when I said that, Lord. Uh, okay, 29. We're gonna move forward. Being lazy, you know, being lazy, and what I mean by being lazy. Okay, church went through a week, right? You got Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday before you get to Sunday, right? So Sunday, you got a sermon, right? Preach the sermon. Sometimes it's fire, sometimes it's just a sermon, right? Like the word is out there, right? So you turn around and every day you will put these 5 minute boring as inspiration, right? Look, I can't help it if I'm so honest. I swear to God, I can't help it. But they're boring, right? So we fight, you know, fight these negative thoughts and things like that throughout the week. So instead of doing like another maybe 15 minutes or a half an hour or a half an hour, but you in the comfort of your home, sermon, instead of doing that, you turn around and you play the same fucking shit that you just watched and that you preached on Sunday. So now, and this is what happened. I was watching a pastor, and I'm like, damn, the motivation is boring. No life and it, no nothing. Because you can't. You have to get the use in. So it just can't be, tied. If you feel that way, then you need to be arranging something else where somebody else can do it. You know what I'm saying? But don't present that. That shit is trash, right? So, damn, I had a rough week. So I'm like, dang, okay, it's Wednesday. That's the perfect time to put, Wednesday and Thursday. Well, Wednesday, I say like Wednesday, right? You put another sermon, like, another good word up there. That would be good. But instead, you put the same shit that we just heard fucking Sunday. That's lazy as shit. Put some fucking work in. Put that fucking work in. That Bible is too much going on in that fucking Bible, and times is getting too short for you to be sitting there putting some shit in. No effort. No effort. No effort. You're not putting the work in. You're being lazy. That ain't good. I was like, this shit is boring. Like, what the fuck? Like, damn. Then now I'm fishing to try to find a word, listening to somebody else. And that's how people get drifted off to somebody else. Ain't no, oh, well, this is how I do it. And this is it. Yeah. And look at your shit. Then that means you're not saving lives. That's what that means. When that shit look like that and it's you're not saving lives. What lives are you saving? What lives are you taking? You're making an impact on. You're not. This is a big world. You know. People look at me like, well, you ain't been around. I don't have to. I feel and see everything. Well, not everything. Sometimes I see it late, but I'll eventually see it. Might be late because I ain't paid attention. You know what I mean? Or I did something wrong for as, aligning with it or whatever. But in the end of the day, shit, better than not at all. But I'm just saying that shit is boring. You can't be fucking lazy and boring. Like, now if you feel like that, then get somebody to do it. That'll be lively. You know what I mean? Like that shit. Like I'm like, what the fuck? Like, yo, no. And I ain't let nobody problem be my problem. I got shit to do, and that's not what God. No, that's not what God need me to do. You know. And I ain't my enemy's footstool because I ain't nobody fucking enemy, so I ain't nobody fucking footstool. You got me fucked up on that. You guys know I always say that shit. I don't even play that shit here. I ain't falling for none of that shit. Trying to get that moment. And all I can just think about in my head, and that's another thing too. Like, I was like, yeah, there was some powerful oil. If I'm a pastor and somebody tell me, girl, pastor, that oil was powerful. And I would love to get my hands on some more oil. And I got one sitting on my desk. I'm gonna give it to you. Well, this person didn't give me that oil. So my thing is, why didn't you give me that oil? And I'm gonna keep saying it. Why didn't you give me that oil? Because I want to answer that so bad. Why didn't you give me that oil that was on your desk? Because you don't want me to be more blessed, or you got something cooked up in your witch pot that you want to give me. It's one or the other, right? And I'm not calling her a witch, but I'm just saying, ain't no way in the fuck you got these witches up in your church and don't know these witches, and they look like it. One of them, I swear to God, y'all, on my soul, if I was to show you a picture of that bitch, y'all all say she looked like a witch. I swear to God. think I showed that picture of her. If I did, I did. If I didn't, I didn't. I'm not gonna do it now though. But if it's up there, it's up there. But I'm telling you, she looked just like yo. You can look at this bitch and tell she ain't right. So mix me with that shit. You got me fucked up. I love God. I love God so much that God gave me the crown. Get the fuck out my face with that shit. You know? Like, come on, are you fucking kidding me? Like, one thing about me that I learned is when people do that, that's when I start. That see, that goes back to that other video I said on how to get the demons to scatter. Scatter means in showing yourself, because you got to show yourself first in order to scatter, right? You got to come from out of where you are in order to scatter. In my mind, so that's what I mean by scatter. You know, that's crazy. I get them demons to show themselves. They will show themselves. Uh, moving along, 30. They gonna do some fucking magic on me. Get the fuck out of here. Now that I think about it, I remember my hair being pulled. You know what I'm saying? When I was in the spirit, you know? That's they y'all gotta watch that too. When y'all catching the spirit, that's their little way that boom. That's the perfect time to fucking pull a piece of your hair. And then look, they sit down next to you. Cause they gotta get the then they take their glove off. So they after they got it in their hand, they take the glove off a certain way and pull the hair in the glove. You feel me? Boom. Put that up. Don't touch that. You know what I mean? Put that away. And when they get time, they look at it and secure it and make sure it's there. And then when they got time to secure it secretly, they do that. And then they take that shit home and do what the fuck they got to do with it. And that's what I seen. Now, with who? I don't know if it happened with me or somebody, but that's what I seen. Okay? But that's how they do it. And then they sit right next to you. They ain't going to just walk off, and then they rubbing your back. Your hair hanging down your back and shit, and they rubbing your back. Yeah, they rubbing your back. All right. Y'all better be careful. That's a motherfucking shame. Be careful out here, y'all. Real. That ass. Fuck that. All right, next one, 30. Assuming you can't, assuming you can't be touched. So a lot of these pastors and bishops and popes, they think they can't be touched. Like the royal family, they just swore they couldn't be touched. Oh, they're about to get touched. But anyway, they swear they can't be touched, and they can. They can. They wait for that other boy. Once that other boy turns, then they cool. Anyway, uh, 31. Thinking you're God. Some of them really think they God and they really want you to praise them. Like, I be like, what the fuck? Oh, hell no. Oh, that shit be crazy, yo. Crazy, 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 crazy. We almost done, y'all. 32. Gossiping. Oh, yeah. Gossiping. Because especially when they figure because they family, it's okay. Bitch, you still gossiping. Family or not, you're gossiping. Like, petty shit. Like, I done seen some immature shit. Like, oh my God, he petty. Oh my God, she's petty. Like, petty, petty, petty. I'm not falling for none of that. I that's what I love about online now. You can watch church. You can watch church you know, from home. I don't have to fellowship. I'm an introvert. Introvert. No, what they call that? I found out I'm a ambivert. Is it ambivert or autovert? I think ambivert, something like that. It was the first time I ever seen it, but yeah, you know, I do both, but it depends. But my heart loves to be around people, but because of the evil doers, it makes me, just go back in my little shell and shit. But I love being around. I love being around people. I love interacting. Um, 33, but I love being by myself too. My mom like that too, though. She a Leo. It might be a Leo thing. As cats, we like to be by ourselves sometimes. I just like to think. I love to think. I love to think. I love to make things beautiful, and I love to think of solutions, and I love to make things better. And what can I do to help? Like I just like to think. I'm just a thinker. For me to be not that educated, I'm a fucking thinker. Can you believe that shit, y'all? Oh Lord, pray for me. All right, 33. Protect evildoers. You got evil ass fucking people, in church, and you just covering up for them, protecting them and shit. And when I say protecting them, it also go as far as, you know, like say for instance, a metaphor, you might have somebody who molests children, and this motherfucker molests children. You done seen this nigga look at children. The assumption, even if the assumption came upon, that was your cue to find a word in that Bible and preach that word. But because you don't want nobody to be mad at you, feel no type of way, or talk about you, you want to be in the good grace of everybody, you know, and you don't say anything. God ain't happy with that. No, you shall be held accountable for that. That's like you partaking. Yes, you are partaking. All right. 34. Uh Disrespectful. I spelled that wrong. I forgot the U, y'all. Oh, y'all can't see it, thank God. Look at my ass. Telling on myself. I swear. You know what? See, this is fucking. Yo, that's crazy. But yeah, I fixed it. Okay, so disrespectful to your partner and family. You get, all right, say, for instance, you have a pastor, right? Yep. And your pastor is a female. All right, I'm gonna use my pastor. I like real life metaphors, right? So my pastor, she's a woman, right? She's a bishop, and she's married, and her husband is an elder, right? So shout out to my pastor and her partner, elder. Okay, yeah, I know y'all watching. Anyway, so yeah, that's crazy, girl. But say she, you know, all right, she she's the bishop, right? So she feel like she should call the shot, and what she say goes because she's authoritative. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, yeah, you preach to the congregation, the people, but behind closed door, that is your husband. So you are supposed to abide by his laws, his rules, but come together as one and compromise. You know what I'm saying? Because ain't nobody a fucking dog, right? But basically, what I'm saying is he is supposed to be leading, not your ass. So that's what that means. That's a good metaphor, right? All right. I like to use me. We use me over here. That's how you stay out of trouble. Use yourself. Don't use nobody else for no example and all that. If it happened to you, use your ass for an example. And if you can't, then maybe you shouldn't be talking about that, or maybe you shouldn't be using that person, you know, or use another metaphor. How about that? Just use a fucking another one. All right, so 35. All right, we almost wrapping it up, you guys. Yes. Okay, we got 40 in the hole here. All right, so 35 is ignore what God is doing and saying. I already said that. When you are praising. Oh, okay. So ignoring what God is doing. I didn't say that already. When I say ignoring what God is doing and saying, meaning, you know how everybody praising, right? Before the pastor start Everybody that gave their money up, showed their outfits off and shit. So now you're praising, right? Now you want to show your shit off while you're moving and working and, connecting with the universe, with the Most High, Islam, whatever, whatever. You got Muslims that sit in church too. You feel me? So, however, whatever, right? But you, let me see. So, praising, and this person is really, literally sincere about praising. I'm gonna tell you this. God don't like this. God despises this. God hates this. I just want to make this clear. All right. I said God hates this. Okay. All right. Let me change that up. Right. But God hates that. Like you sitting there, you worshiping and you giving your praise to God. Okay. And the pastor is ready to start speaking. And the pastor looks at you like you're supposed to sit the fuck down. Now this is what's playing in my mind. Okay, say I'm praising. Hey, hey, hallelujah, all that good stuff, right? And she wants me, or he wants you. I'm just, metaphor, right? They look at you like sit the fuck down. So they want you to stop praising God, and you sincere. They want you to stop praising God so that they can go ahead and talk. Who the fuck are you to disturb God? If God is moving in somebody, your job is to sit the fuck down or join in, and that's it. Your job is not to sit there and get that person to simmer the fuck down so you can fucking talk like you some fucking body, and you're not. Mm, mm, mm. God don't like that shit. A lot of y'all pastors will be judged for that shit. Mark my motherfucking words. David danced out his fucking clothes. Sit your ass down. That's sad. I be looking like, whoa. God told me that, showed me that when I was a little girl, how churches would do that. Because I grew up in Baptist churches. They would get to praising, and then fucking as soon as the pastor told my son, all right now, like what? And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, who the fuck is you? That's like saying, God, sit the fuck down. Because apparently, if a person is sincere and they praising, that means God is dwelling at that moment. So if God is dwelling in that person at that moment, who the fuck is you to say, God, sit the fuck down? I don't care if you God. I'm ready to fucking start talking because I got shit to fucking do. And God like, oh, you do. Okay. Like, what the fuck, yo? Really? Y'all better check your motherfucking self. Fuck out of here. You get paid to fucking run your mouth for fuck talk shit and lies for a half an hour. And I said it because everything in that fucking Bible is not true. And like I say, if it ain't written in red, I don't give a fuck about what it says. Because that red shit is shit that they could not take out if they wanted to. That part. Oh, that part. It's shit in that Bible that just could not be taken out. Know that. I said in another video too. I forget what movie that was. It was a couple movies because I remember growing up. And one just recently happened years ago. Like, I don't remember how long ago, but I know twice in my life I remember in Hollywood, a Hollywood story where they was trying to mark God and some shit happened on the fucking set. And they couldn't do that scene or that movie. Like, get the fuck out of here. God ain't playing. So if God don't exist, then why the fuck that's happening? And then y'all motherfuckers get scared real quick. You know how many motherfuckers they be I done seen people talking about, oh yeah, I used to be into black, I used to be into magic and this and all that, and all of a sudden they stopped. That's because these are people that was abusing. It's no fucking way you're doing good shit and using this energy There's no way you're using this energy for good and God is going to punish you for that shit. It's no, that's a lie. When you start doing dark, bad shit and having ill intentions and fucking touching people you ain't got no fucking business touching, then that's when some shit surfaces and come see that ass. But God do wonders and magic. If it ain't magic that God do, and we supposed to do the same shit that's in that Bible, then what the fuck you want to call it? Like, don't play the fuck with me. I ain't got time for none of that shit. And that's another reason why I don't want to go back in that church because they not believing in what I believe in, and I'm not humbling myself for that. I know what I know, and I'm experiencing what I'm experiencing, and can't nobody take that away from me, and can't nobody embed nothing else in me. You can't put nothing artificial there. I already done seen shit. And when I when Ralph Smart, shout out to Ralph Smart, he be peeking over here. Um he was right about that. And not only him, a couple of Rashad Jamal, shout out to him, free Rashad, you know, um who else? Young Pharaoh listens to him, sends some healing for him. And I think Erica Badu, shout out to Erica Badu. I think I heard them all say that once you open up, Rod Hayes said that too, and Elder. Shout out to them. Um, Once you open up that pineal gland, it is no, it's you can't. It is no going back. Literally, like it's no going back. And it's like it got to the point where I was stuck for a second. So what I did was I said, okay, well, what I'm about to invest in, let me just focus on, a little piece of that. And that's what I did. So I wouldn't have an anxiety and shit. Because I be getting, ouch, damn it, ooh. And I love pain too sometimes. And I'm pressing on this shit. Feel good though, I ain't gonna lie. But I'm a weirdo. But I'm not a weirdo, I'm special. But yeah, that's what happened. I forgot what I was saying. Cause I hit my foot. I'm like, ouch, that hurt. That did hurt. But it felt good at the same time. It's like I need to crack my toe. And I think this is the same toe I shattered. I shattered this toe. So now I'm having problems with it. I just feel jammed. But I'm about to put an onion. I'm about to put an onion in my foot tonight. Get some onions, get that toxin out my body. Detox. All right, so yeah, but to be ignoring God, like, telling somebody to sit down and no, if that person is praising, let that person praise. You know what I'm saying? And if you see that they not sincere, like no disrespect, you know what I mean? Then that's when you cut their ass off. But if you see that they sincere about that shit, like how dare you? How dare you? Or just let them go and doing it because you never know, and then pull them to the side like, look, it's a difference between praising God and when the spirit is touching you. If the spirit not touching you and I'm ready to speak, please let me get on with the word. So, but you can say it in a nice way, You feel me? All right. All right. So we almost done, y'all. I'm for real, we almost done. All right. 36. Stealing from the community. Like I said earlier, some of them get free food and they keep that shit. Or they be giving it to their family and stuff like that. Like my boss that I work for, doing nursing, right? She don't think that I know. But if you giving out one gift card, then that means you get them like that. And I only got one working for her for a whole year. She don't get bonuses or nothing. For she don't get bonuses for holidays or nothing like that. So I'm definitely gonna be looking for another company to work for. Hopefully I can get paid more. That'd be nice. Even if it's a quarter more. Okay, because I worked hard for my raise. It wasn't even 6 months. It was like 4 months. And I was like, look, I need a raise, man. Anyway, but I do everything for my cousin. I do everything for her except for shit for her. wash my body for her. You know, so that's a disrespect to God. Now, moving along. But oh yeah, my fault. Stealing from the community. You know, stealing food and shit. I mean, shit, stuff you're supposed to be giving to the community, you're not doing that, and you're giving it to the wrong people. You're giving it to people that really don't need it. You know, and if people are not showing up, how people gonna show up when they don't even know and they're not even used to you doing that? So what you need to do is get some paper and put flyers up places or in that community. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now, like, let's stop playing. Stop playing. Because how you take care of the people is how God gonna take care of your ass. Because when something go down, a disaster, what you think gonna happen to you in your church? You're gonna end up fucking around having to go to another church, right? Let me see. Spending donations on the wrong things. You know, you buying shit you ain't got no business buying. You know, the donations is for the roof. You been saving for that shit for 12 years and no roof yet. But I'm being real. I would have been left that damn church. Like, you got me fucked up playing games with me like that. Because I don't want no parts of that shady shit. Like, I ain't got time for that shit. I'm not doing it. 38. Favoritism. Loving one more than the other. You know, favoritism. You know, you got your little favorite church member and shit like that. Like, come on now. God don't like that. Favoritism. They might be your favorite, but they ain't, God don't even know they ass. Right. Get it together. 39. Wrapping it up, coming to 40. Hiding true self. Being fake. Phony as fuck. Knowing you ratchet and ghetto as hell when you home, but acting fucking stuck the fuck up and all that extra shit around other people. But guess what? God see you. And a city like myself see you too. Boom. All right, 40. Lost okay, I've been said that. Lost passion and drive. All right. Yeah. So they lost their passion and drive. And what it says right here, bishops, pastors, Muslims, all money leaders. God said, don't be scared to lose money. Your money will be fine because the loyalty and self-knowledge, okay, they on the low being spiritual. Level don't matter. It's being done. Let me see. Don't be scared. So a lot of pastors are scared to tell the truth about God, about the Christ, about this hidden knowledge. They don't want to tell you. They don't want to tell us. And my thing is, why not? Because if they tell us, then they can't manipulate us. They can't manipulate us. They can't get us to do what they want us to do. They can't do it. So you got to be careful out here because these pastors are very manipulative, and they will use that word on you if you are vulnerable and weak and fearful. You walking around scared as shit. Like, come on now. No, 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 no. Be courageous. Be brave and wear it on your sleeve. Even if you bluffing, they don't know that. But damn, stand up for your fucking self, you know? Shit, you know? That breaks my heart when people can't stand up for themselves, you know? I've always helped the weak, and I always will, unless I lose my goddamn mind or something, you know? I don't know. But I just wanted to share that with you guys. Sorry about the long video, but it was a needed video. And believe what you want, but I'm believing what manifests to me and what showed itself to me. And I pray that God shows Himself to you guys. You know, it'll come unexpected. And when it comes, it's going to come in the midst of you doing something you have no business doing. So you got to listen and pay attention. Because remember, I was in Night on Broadway, and God was like, "You like doing what you're doing?" I'm like, "The hell?" I'm like, I know I ain't that fucking high, but all I'm doing is smoking weed. I ain't even drink that much yet, right? I don't even think I was drinking yet. I think I had a little bit of drink, but it wasn't like that, right? And I'm like, oh my God. So God said, I said, do you like doing what you're doing? You know, and I'm half naked. You feel me? So God will come in the midst of what the fuck you're doing and disturb all that shit. I was like, shit. I ended up throwing all that shit away. I stopped. 2 weeks later, I ended up stopping, and it saved my life. Because I had just got some guy attacked me, and so well, one of the strippers, had got the guy to attack me because she couldn't beat me, so she had to get a nigga to do it. I was rough. Them girls ain't bother me, and I end up hitting him in the head with a pool stick. You feel me? So that nigga he wanted my head, you know, and he would have shot me. He was waiting for the right time to do it. He really wanted to hurt me. But hey, he should have never fucking attacked me. You feel me? I ain't do nothing to that nigga. All I did was open the door and you was getting your dick sucked. You feel me? That bitch said she ain't like me and you attacked me instead of just saying, look, you a woman, you deal with that bitch. Like, come on now, what the fuck is you doing? Kind of bitch suck my dick. And that's what I would have said being a nigga. But no, he wanted to be a pussy ass nigga. You feel me? Like, man, bitch, I ain't here for that. I'm here to get my dick sucked and make sure y'all shorty straight. Ha! That would have been that. I tell you what, I'm telling you, I was a nigga in my past life. I know it. I know it. I feel it. I know it. I'm just too fucking smooth. I be running that shit on niggas, yo. I'm funny as shit. Well, used to. Oh man, oh man. Oh, I tell you. I don't regret shit. I learned a lot. Fuck that. I don't regret nothing. Anyway, I'm up out of here. Y'all stay safe. But it's life without love and laughter. Even if you gotta hug yourself, hug somebody. But hug something, feed the oxytocin in your brain. And remember, hurt people do hurt things. Never think you're better than nobody else because you're not. If you're not God, you are nobody. Just like me. Hey, point blank. You feel me? And look, just stay strong. Hang in there. You feel me? Don't worry about what nobody's saying about you. Don't let nobody take you off your square. Believe what you believe. Listen to God. Do what God say do. Nobody is above God, even if they act like they do. And if they do, flee. Please flee because they're demonic and they got legions in them. Because only a fucking fool and a legion of demons will only think that they are mightier, smarter, and worthier than God. You feel me? Anyway, I'm about this bitch. Y'all stay safe and do safe.